in this lesson, we are going to continue working on our skeleton, and we're going to flesh it out so that it will resemble that of a child that we have in our imagination. So let's get started. So we stopped at the skeleton for this character. In our first lesson, we talked about how to create this character, and we went ahead to start creating the skeleton of this character. So in this lesson, we are going to see how I can start fleshing out this character. So I'll create a new layer where my new artwork will be in, and I'll go to my layer 1, the former layer or the layer the skeleton is on. I can increase the size to cover much of my artwork so that it can be bigger. Alright, so I'll click on enter. So I'll go to my layer 2. Before I go to my layer 2, let me decrease the opacity of this layer 1. To decrease opacity, just go to the layer you want to decrease the opacity of the artwork on, then go to the opacity icon here and just slide it left or right to increase or decrease the opacity. So I'll decrease the opacity to maybe around 40, and I'll go to my layer 2 where my new artwork is, and I will start working on my layer 2. So I will start to see how I can create the body of this character. So for a child might have a big tummy or a big bust or something like that. So I can start maybe trying to flesh out this character, this child. Okay, so I'll continue working on this guy. All right, so I encourage you to look at anatomy of a character to find out how you can draw a child and other characters, maybe an adult or a an old person. Okay, so I'll continue working on this character. Maybe these legs might not reach the bottom because I can see that the skeleton still looks a little bit taller than the character that I'm trying to draw. Because if it looks too tall, that means the child might not be 5-year-old again. Maybe the age might increase from 5 years to maybe 10 or 11 years. But I want to maintain the age of the child to around that 5 years or so. So I'll continue to try to draw the character that will look like the age that I have in mind. Okay, so I will continue to walk around this character. Okay, so this character can be asymmetric. What I mean by asymmetric is that the left side of this character can look exactly the same like the right side of the character. Maybe I want to change the feet and make it look a little bit different from the other feet. So I will just leave the feet the way it is. But when I come up to this area, I can try to just draw one part of the arm like so, and okay, or maybe something like this. Okay, so I can come to my lasso tool and I will select or make a selection around this arm, use my normal Ctrl J, and I'll use my Ctrl T to transform and right click, then flip horizontal. Then I'll hold down Shift and move the new or duplicate arm to the other side. Alright, since the arm on the right side is the same, it should be the same with the left because the character is in the front view, and a front view character is mostly symmetrical. What I mean by that, like I said, is the left part of the character looks the same like the right part of the character. Alright, I can even cut this area off. Okay, I can even delete this area, duplicate the other area, and use my Ctrl T, flip horizontal, and move it to this area to almost be the same with what I want to get. Alright, but I'll move this one back. Alright. Okay, so I will undo what I've already done. So as we continue to work on this character, let's see how we can work on the head, which is the most important thing. Let us finish up with this this part of the character. Okay, maybe something like this. Of course, we have to look for the attire we are going to put on this character. I think my acquaintance, the guy gave me, the person that I'm using the reference photo, gave me some images of fabrics that I can put on this character. So let's go to the head. To draw the head, we have to go or create a new layer. Before that, let me make some little changes to this character. I can move this character down so that he will look a little bit shorter, because the essence of the skeleton is to give you a head start to how the character is supposed to look like. So I will come to the head. Now the head is the most important part of this character that we are trying to create, because the head is the main feature of the character that most people are going to look at. So I'll look at my reference photo in the other monitor, and I'll try to draw this character, matching it up with the reference photo. Okay, so the jaw lines of a kid is a little bit kind of like small. Okay, so remember, I'm looking at my reference image to help me draw this character just the way I want it to look like, and also matching that reference image a little bit. Of course, it might, or rather it will not look exactly like the reference image, but I will try as much as possible to match it to the reference image. So I can come here and draw this head like so. Okay, draw this head like so. So I wasn't given the style of cartoon that I'm going to draw this character in, maybe Disney style or Family Guy style or any other style. So I'm going to just guess the style that I'm going to draw this character on. So I'll copy by using the button Ctrl J to copy this part of the head. I'm going to flip it. Like I said, this is a symmetrical character because it's in the front view, so I can get away with duplicating a part of the character and flipping it over to the other side of the character. So I'll flip over this part of the head. Okay, flip over this part of the head and merge it down. Then I can use my lasso to select. Okay, select do this. Then I can bring down the. Now a small character, the head of a child, most of the time looks bigger than the body, or should look bigger than the body. So I'll try to do that. So I'll come to the jaw line supposed to, let me decrease and even remove the skeleton sketch, because we don't need it any longer. So I will try to get the jaw line to look like that of a child. Of course, I will still have to redraw this face, so, and the bodies, because this is just the first sketch to help me get the first part of the character. So now I've drawn the head. For a 5-year or a 6-year-old character, I think that the hair is already developed properly, so that's why I drew this head like this. So I can come to the eyes. I can draw one part of the eyes. The eyebrow of a child should look small, although in some cases the eyebrow can look big, but I think the reference photo, the eyebrow of the reference photo looks a little bit thin, as you can see. So I'm going to try to match up the eyebrow of this character to look almost the same way. So for the eye, can be something like this. Okay. Let me try and make it bigger. Okay. Bigger. Like I said, this is a cartoon, so the eye can look something like this. So for the nose can looks more because he is a child, and the nose should be closer to the head, right? Because of the features of the child. Okay, so we're almost done with this character. Alright, I can decide to give him a smile. Alright, if I can match up the other side with this side. So I can still use my symmetry. Ctrl J, Ctrl T, flip horizontal and move this one to this side, and Ctrl E to merge down. Then I will do the same thing for the eye. Ctrl J, Ctrl T, flip horizontal and move to the other side. Alright, so we can say that we are almost done with the first part of this character. Okay, so we merge down again. Okay, so I can draw maybe a teeth. The teeth is not that developed, so I will maybe draw something like this, or it depends on the design you want to go for. I can decide to put one teeth here and one teeth here, right? So I can decide to leave it this way. I think it's okay this way. I can leave this teeth right here. Okay, let me, if I can get what I want. Okay. All right. So this teeth, and we can draw a tongue right there. Okay, so this is the first part of the character that we have just created. That is the sketch of this character. I will go ahead and create another sketch for this character to make him look better than he is. But I will do that outside this lesson. But you can also practice using this character or using your own particular character to practice on how to sketch out a character concept for yourself. So in the next lesson, I'm going to continue creating this character by looking at the other views, starting with the side view. So see you in the next lesson, and please remember to subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share this video. If you like it, let your friends know about it, and let me know in the comment section what you think about the videos and what you want to see in the next series of videos, and the changes and improvements you want made in these training videos. Thank you very much once again for watching. See you next time.